top 10 reasons you should not move to Kansas City, Missouri, and why Wichita, Kansas might be even worse. Are you considering Kansas City, Missouri as your next big move? Or maybe you've got your sights set on Wichita, Kansas? Both cities promise a slice of Midwestern charm. But let's be real, not everything glitters under the prairie sun. Today, we'll unpack the top 10 reasons you should think twice about relocating to Kansas City, followed by an equally honest look at why Wichita might not be your perfect alternative either. Stick around, because what you'll hear might surprise you. Part 1. Kansas City, Missouri. Why you should think twice. 1. Unpredictable weather. Kansas City's weather isn't just unpredictable, it's downright chaotic. Summers are hot and sticky, winters are cold and icy, and let's not forget the frequent thunderstorms, hail, and occasional tornado warnings. One minute you're enjoying a sunny day at the park, and the next you're racing to the basement as tornado sirens blare. Weather apps, they're your best friend here, until they stop working in the middle of a storm. 2. High crime rates. Let's address the elephant in the room. Crime. Kansas City consistently ranks among the top cities in the U.S. for violent crime rates. In 2023, its homicide rate was among the highest in the country. While there are plenty of safe neighborhoods, the wrong turn can take you into some pretty dangerous areas. Safety comes with a price here, often in the form of higher rents or property prices in secure neighborhoods. 3. Traffic and poorly designed streets. Traffic in Kansas City may not be as bad as Los Angeles or Chicago, but the city's road system is far from ideal. The downtown area is a maze of one-way streets, confusing intersections, and poorly marked signs. And don't even get me started on potholes. These aren't minor annoyances, they're car-destroying craters. If you love your car, it might not love Kansas City back. 4. Taxes will drain you. Kansas City might seem affordable at first glance, but don't be fooled. Missouri has one of the highest combined state and local sales taxes in the country, hovering around 9 to 10%. Add property taxes to the mix, and you'll be wondering where all your money went. While housing is cheaper than in coastal cities, the overall tax burden can be a rude awakening. 5. Lack of public transportation. Many cities have robust public transit systems to help residents get around efficiently. Kansas City isn't one of them. Sure, there's the KC streetcar, which is great if you're downtown, but it's a drop in the bucket compared to what a city this size truly needs. No metro, limited bus routes, and inconsistent schedules make it hard to ditch your car, even if you want to. 6. Barbecue can be a double-edged sword. Kansas City is famous for its barbecue, and trust me, it's worth the hype. But all those ribs, brisket, and burnt ends come at a cost. The city has some of the highest obesity rates in the country, and healthier food options aren't as accessible as you'd think. Unless you're a fitness fanatic with an iron will, those extra calories will catch up with you fast. 7. Torn identity. Between Kansas and Missouri. Here's a fun one. Kansas City is in Missouri, not Kansas. Or is it both? While most of the metro area lies in Missouri, part of it spills over into Kansas. This creates confusion for outsiders and even some residents. Explaining where you live to someone who's never been here can get tiresome fast. 8. Limited walkability. Kansas City is sprawling. While downtown and a few trendy neighborhoods like Westport and the Crossroads are walkable, most areas require a car. Want to grab a coffee, pick up groceries, or run errands? Prepare for a drive. The lack of walkable infrastructure can feel isolating if you're coming from a city with more compact, pedestrian-friendly layouts. 9. Inequality and socioeconomic divide. Kansas City has a stark divide between its wealthier neighborhoods and its struggling areas. The differences in schools, public services, and safety are hard to ignore. This inequality can be disheartening, especially if you value a more balanced community. 10. It's often overlooked. Even if you love Kansas City, others might not get it. It's not New York, LA, or Chicago, and it often gets overshadowed by larger cities. If you're looking for a place with nationwide recognition and clout, Kansas City might disappoint. Part 2. Wichita, Kansas. Is it really better? 1. It's remote and isolated. If you thought Kansas City was out of the way, Wichita is even more remote. Located in the heart of Kansas, it's hours from the nearest major city. Want a quick weekend getaway? Good luck. Unless you're flying, most destinations are an all-day drive away. 2. Job market. Reliance on one industry. Wichita is known as the air capital of the world, thanks to its aviation industry. But what happens if you're not in aerospace? The job market is limited. Finding work in other fields can be a challenge, and layoffs in aviation can impact the entire city's economy. 3. Sparse entertainment options. While Kansas City offers world-class museums, concerts, and events, Wichita's cultural scene is, well, quieter. You'll find the basics: movie theaters, a few museums, and some local events, but it pales in comparison to bigger cities. Nightlife? Let's just say don't expect anything Vegas-like here. 4. Extreme weather. With fewer resources like Kansas City, Wichita faces its share of extreme weather: tornadoes, hailstorms, and blazing hot summers. The difference? Wichita often lacks the infrastructure to handle these challenges as effectively as a larger city like KC might. 5. Lack of diversity. Wichita is slowly growing in diversity, but it's still far less multicultural than Kansas City. If you're looking for a vibrant mix of cultures, cuisines, and perspectives, Wichita might feel lacking. 6. Public transportation is practically non-existent. Just like Kansas City, Wichita's public transportation system is bare bones at best. You'll need a car to get anywhere, and long commutes can become your daily routine. 7. Flat, monotonous landscape. Wichita's landscape is flat, very flat. While some might appreciate the open skies, others find the lack of natural diversity dull and uninspiring. If you're an outdoor enthusiast who loves hiking or scenic views, you might feel let down. 8. Limited professional growth. Wichita's smaller economy means fewer opportunities for career advancement, especially in specialized fields. Professionals seeking competitive salaries and growth might feel stuck here. 9. A slower pace of life. If you're used to the hustle and bustle of a bigger city, Wichita's slower pace of life can be jarring. While some people embrace it, others find it boring and isolating. 10. It's not Kansas City. Finally, let's be honest. If you're debating between Kansas City and Wichita, you're likely comparing them directly. And for all Kansas City's flaws, it still offers more vibrancy, opportunity, and things to do than Wichita. So, should you move to Kansas City or Wichita? That's up to you. Both cities have their pros and cons, but they're not for everyone. Whether you're drawn to Kansas City's lively culture or Wichita's quieter charm, just make sure you know what you're signing up for. Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video for more honest takes on life across America.